women and politics, and when we looked at the leadership roles that are being undertaken by women, we saw that education is also a crucial aspect that comes in. We mentioned powerful women of society today that are into leadership, powerful women today that are causing a scene, are causing a lot of attainable results in our society today, and their achievements is backed by education. Their achievements comes with the fulfillment of them being educated, and for us to see them as role model, we see a whole lot of work that they've invested themselves in the education. They've invested themselves a lot in research, in making sure as they accept those offices, as they accept these positions, they are able to excel and they are able to confidently execute their duties. So education, it can never be overemphasized. It just has to be a thing that as women we take it seriously upon ourselves. As women, if we have to be regarded not as second-class citizens in our society today, we have to take it seriously. It is something that we have to make sure we constantly build ourselves in. It is something that we make sure we actually make it as a reach out to other fellow women today in our society. We can never overemphasize the need of education. As an individual, we look at our different attributes as women. These are things that when we look at proud us as women, makes us different, makes us feel peculiar in a way. And it is through education that if we look at different fields today, we have engineers that are women in our society, we have women that are doctors in our society, we have women that into even security forces today. These are distinct women. These are women that have desired and have labeled themselves differently. They have labeled themselves different, and as such we aspire, as such we look forward in making sure that in a way we are able to be regarded as different. We look at women that have attained much in our society today. One or the other, it is that desire that comes with one being different. I said earlier on when I spoke about the issue that when I made a decision as a young woman, I said I desire to be different. I said to my mom, the children that I'm going to have will not partake of such a life that I lived, because it was a desire within myself, it was a motivation within myself that I want to be different. And had I just lived in that rural home, had I just accepted the status quo and just said rural people just stay at home and not do much, I think the life I could still be living today would have been a miserable life. We still have other ethnic groups and other religion groups that are still not at par with the development that is happening in the world today, in our societies today. Like we still speak about our main policy that favor women, which is the policy of gender development, the policy of gender equity. But we still have other societal groups, other ethnic groups that do not see the instance, do not see the importance of education. And these are societies that are lagging behind today. These are societies that change for them will take a while to make sure these women are impacted in terms of education. But us as women that have got the opportunity, remember we say when we come from these situations and as we migrate into better positions, we are able to reach out to our fellow women. We are able, this is what we are doing now, that we continually speak about these issues, we continually create platforms where we speak and we continually engage and bring about women that contribute in terms of reaching out to these women, reaching out to these ethnic groups to make sure the word that every woman's right of education should reach them. It is very important. So for me, I'll still talk to the international communities and different civic organizations to make sure where areas that this noble cause is not yet reached. So women to be educated, it is important. It is our duty as women and girls to make sure our fellow women also join the ship and make sure our fellow women do not remain behind. This freedom is for everyone. This freedom, it is for us. And therefore, let us move all along. Remember, it is the inclusiveness of us to make sure we are a better society of women. Overall, the discussion that we had today, we have lined up issues of importance in making sure someone out there, we spoke to someone out there that probably was giving up on education, or someone that was saying, you know what, if I get educated today, then what? It is not only about one getting a job, it is not only one about getting employment, but education it's just about fulfillment. It's just about one knowing who they are, because it is through when you are educated, you are able to define yourself. It is when you are educated, you are able to understand yourself. It is when you are educated that you are able to realize your aspirations and realize to know your purpose here on earth. Because many people, because of lack of education, live a purposeless life. I know there are people that are liking what we're talking about. Your comments are very noble to us. If you like what we're talking about, give us your comment, give us your feedback, let us know what is in your mind, what's your thought about education. In our next episode, we are going to be talking about change. We are going to be talking about change, how painful it is for change to happen. And if you like what we're talking about, subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram. And remember, it is Girls Have Voices, girls with an Z and not with an S.